Tom Sneva moving into the pit area right now also. His pit is to the... And a crash involving Jerry Karl out in turn number 3 and 4, I believe. Jerry Karl unbuckles the harness and is trying to free himself, but the car has made contact with the outside retaining wall. So now we will see more pit stop activity, and really bad timing for Rick Mears and Tom Sneva, who had to make their pit stops under green. Now the caution comes out, and the cars will be slowed. No passing is allowed. Jerry Karl has climbed out of that car and apparently is okay. Jerry from Manchester, Pennsylvania, 41 years of age, driving a PC7 here today. Mario Andretti in the pit area in the number 40. He lost a lap earlier in the race because of a pit stop and is trying to get back on the lead lap, but so far has been unable to do so. Rubber being changed on the right side of that car. Now the jacks go down, and Mario Andretti tears out of the pit area with a 16.8-second stop. Other drivers also in for service include Kevin Kogan in car number 4. That's at least his third pit stop of the afternoon. He had handling problems earlier. It looks like he's having difficulty pulling out of the pit area. I think the engine is still running, but he just can't get that car going. Johnny Rutherford, meanwhile, is not only into the pit area, he is out of the race car and out of the competition. A tough break for Johnny Rutherford, who does not have very much luck with this new March. He had no luck whatsoever earlier in the year with the old Chaparral. He fought the new March for the Michigan race and has just been hampered by tremendous bad luck. Gordon Johncock. Now we have the very likable Johnny Rutherford in the pit area, Gary Lee.
Johnny Rutherford is indeed a spectator. And Johnny, you were very animated when you were talking to the crew. What happened to your new March?
Well, I was passing two slower cars around the outside in turn 1, and Jerry Karl did it to me again. He was 2 car widths off the wall, and I came up beside him to go by on the outside, and he turned right and just drilled me into the wall. I couldn't believe it.
And you're referring, of course, to a situation that happened at Riverside one time.
Yes, he's done the same thing. I'm really upset with him right now, and I'm going to tell him so when I see him.
You have had no conversation with him then?
No. Last time I saw him, he was sailing through the air in front of me.
But you will talk to him?
Yes, you can count on that.
All right, a very displeased Johnny Rutherford.
Fort Worth, Texas champion out of the competition here. Johnny finished 4th at Phoenix, Arizona earlier this year. He finished 8th at Indianapolis, was 15th at Milwaukee, 23rd at Cleveland, and 28th at Michigan, and is an early out here at Milwaukee also. 100. And we go down now and perhaps get the other side of this controversy between Rutherford and Karl. Gary Lee is with Jerry.
Jerry, we talked with Johnny Rutherford. He gave us his side of what happened. Give us your side.
Gee, I don't know. I'd never seen John. I know come off the corner and it just turned into the wall. The half shaft broke on me.
All right.
So I don't know where John got involved. I didn't see him. So
Johnny's response was that you were up high. He came up and you simply drove into him. How do you react to that?
Johnny Rutherford, every time he gets in an accident, it's somebody else's fault. Okay? I'm sick of this. The half shaft broke on a car and I ran into the wall, not into Johnny Rutherford. If he's, he's done this 4 or 5 times with Dick Simon, with Dennis Firestone, with me last year. He gets in an accident and it's another driver's fault. If that's the case, he's running so much faster than I was to start with, he shouldn't have had any trouble going by me. He shouldn't even be near me.
Okay, we asked Johnny, he said yes. I will go down and talk to him. What will you say to him?
I'm sick of talking to him. I talked to him last year when he did that. I was on my way to the hospital at Riverside with a broken leg after he ran over the top of me, listening to him on the news bad-mouthing me, when he just flat drove over me at Riverside, too. Now, was it an accident? Okay, it wasn't John's fault, it wasn't my fault, but I'm just tired of him shooting his mouth off to the media. He does this with everybody.
All right, so an altercation may be developing here in the pit area between Johnny Rutherford and Jerry Karl.
Well, racing is racing, Roger.
Yes, it certainly is. And of course, in the heat of battle, sometimes race drivers do say a few things that maybe after it's over they wish they wouldn't. But obviously there's a little bad blood between Rutherford and Jerry Karl, and perhaps with some good reason. Maybe it is just an act of fate that these two guys seem to continue to get together.